here we are, guys. We are in May, okay? We are in the 5th month of 2025. The so-called progressive news network is still talking about Joe Biden's mental decline, okay? Now, I don't understand why this is such a huge deal, okay? I really don't. I mean, until the debate, I saw Joe Biden where obviously he was old and he was a little bit scuffed. You could see his age. Like he looked like there was a little sundowning that would happen. And then every time I would think, man, this guy is just done, he would do like he did during the State of the Union address, where he would come out and he would just be booming and sharp, and there'd be people in the audience, he'd be clowning them, and I'd be like, God damn, bro, he's still got a lot left in the tank. Now, did a lot of people just want him to be okay, so they probably ignored some red flags? Sure, of course they did. But again, Cenk Uygur has an agenda with this. And what is Cenk Uygur's agenda? A, Cenk Uygur is trying to weaken the Democrats because he is still hoping there's going to be some populist takeover. But number two is I believe that Cenk Uygur is trying to do the same thing Donald Trump does, to plant an extensive seed of you can't trust the mainstream media. Cenk Uygur wants to be regarded as like the arbiter of truth. I think he honestly believes if he can disparage the mainstream media and people stop trusting them, that one day they're going to come back to TYT. But nobody is coming back to TYT. Okay, TYT is getting 5,000 views in 5 hours. But yeah, dude, he wants to be the arbiter of truth, man. He really does.
Consensus that the media generously missed and ungenerously covered up Joe Biden's frailty. And
I think cover up is such a loaded phrase. People use that term as they relate to Watergate or the covering up of not sharing public information about a war.
Yeah, see, that's just it. To me, cover up implies that somebody was doing something like illegal or way out of bounds. And then, oh, cover up. We're hiding our tracks, right? When like, dude, Joe Biden kept doing speaking arrangements. He kept going out there. We all saw the State of the Union where he fucking shined. He kept shining in these big moments. And so it just looked like he still had it, right? I thought he still had it, but I mean, we all knew he was a little touched.
Accusing anybody of a crime.
I understand, but other people have used that term, and I think it's a bit of a dangerous term.
Ford's dead on. Last week, former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki objected to the word cover up. Might imagine she would when it comes to the media's coverage of Joe Biden's mental decline or lack thereof.
Okay, so now mainstream media comes in and tells us, no, we held Biden accountable and we said that he was in mental decline. Guys, we were right here. We saw it with our, no, you didn't. None of you said that.
No. Dude, see, I kind of disagree with this because I feel like questioning Biden's mental acuity and questioning Biden's like mental fitness was like an everyday subject. Like, are you shitting me? Like, what is he even talking about? I saw like hundreds of articles. Every day was a new, like, what happened with Biden. Every time he had a gaffe, every time he said the wrong thing, there was like a huge Biden is unfit.
None of you said that. But it's not just that. That whenever anyone did come out and say, like, for example, forget people like us. Of course, the mainstream media would never deign to talk, the online media is saying that Biden is old. Jeeves, isn't he young and dynamic? Let's report that on air. But guys, are you really, like, do you think you're gonna gaslight us into thinking that you held him accountable?
Dude, like what do we got here, dude? Look at this. Dude, there's like fucking February 2022, questioning Joe Biden's cognitive state. Here's one in November 2022. Biden turning 80 faces renewed age questions. Age, mental fitness, continuing to dog Biden. President is turning 80. Experts say, what is this one? Experts say age is more than a number. All right, they're speaking to 10 experts in aging. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they were literally 68% of voters have worries about Biden's mental fitness. Okay? Right? Dude, Biden, people are talking about Biden's age again. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, Biden is testing the boundaries of age. Like, my God, dude, there's literally hundreds of articles. Hundreds. 60 Minutes had one about Biden's age and mental acuity. But, dude, all of the papers were writing about this. And, of course, his aides were covering for him. Look at the Hill. We need a serious conversation about Joe Biden's brain. Right? Right? Joe Rogan says Biden has dementia. Okay? Joe Biden's latest gaffe. Right? You know what I mean? Many voters think he's too old. Biden privately admitted feeling tired. They have insider stories. Concern about Biden's mental fitness. So yeah, dude, everybody was questioning it. There were hundreds of news articles. Everyone was outing it. And the people that were close to him were kind of in denial a little bit. Like, dude, it's like, fucking let it go already, bro. Like, this is going to be Cenk's legacy. While TYT crashes and burns, it's going to be like, Joe Biden is a liar, right? Jen Psaki is a liar. Oh, Trumpy, right? Oh, shit, Biden's mental acuity, MSNBC fired me, and fucking Franny and Sam Cedar and Emma Vigeland are mean to me, right? Dude, yeah, it's fucking redonkulous, dude.
But it's not just we held Biden accountable and we said that he was in mental decline. Guys, we were right here. We saw it with our, no, you didn't. None of you said that. None of you said that. But it's not just that. That whenever anyone did come out and say, like, for example, forget people like us. Of course, the mainstream media would never deign to talk, online media is saying that Biden is old. Jeeves, isn't he young and dynamic?
Dude, he's so resentful. Dude, MSNBC firing him really fucked him up, bro. It really did. It really did a number on him, dude. He is doing the emote. It like something about mainstream media firing him. This guy never got over it.
Let's report that on air. But guys, are you really like, do you think you're gonna gaslight us into thinking that you held him accountable when we all have eyes and ears and we saw that none of you held him accountable? So here's the thing, Sharon. Folks put us in a difficult position, right? So I don't want to say that Jen Psaki's a liar because it's awkward, it's uncomfortable. She's a human being and she's gonna, get hurt over that, etc. Right? But
dude, she's not gonna get hurt over that, Cenk. She doesn't fucking care what you think, bro. Dude, he think
they put us in an untenable position. What do you want me to say? Like, really, you guys, none of you saw it in your day-to-day interactions with Joe Biden. When we saw it here from the outside, like when he shook hands with an invisible person.
Dude, they saw it and they ignored it like everybody in the close family does. I mean, this is so dumb, right? You know what I'm saying? It's so dumb. Like if you're a parent, your kid may have a drug problem and you won't see the drug problem. If you're close to them, you won't see it. Why? Because you don't want to see it. You need to believe they're okay. It's like a normal human reaction, but he's like over here, like thinking they're like, strategizing in a room. How are we going to sell Joe Biden? Right? It's like nobody close to him wanted to acknowledge that he was as bad as he was. But dude, that's the most normal human reaction. It would be like right now, Cenk, you looking at you and Anna and realizing that you two are killing your fucking network. If you could be objective and look at the situation, you would realize that both of you need to stop being on this show. Otherwise, your network's gonna die. But do you see it? No, you don't. You still think you guys are great. It's going great. You got this. People aren't mad that you took right-wing Peter Thiel money during the election, right? People aren't abandoning you when you're 6 million subs, you have 5,000 views on your fucking video. You think you're still making it work. Dude, because that's natural. Denial is like the most natural human experience out there, dude.
Did you do it, Chuck? Did you do it once, Chuck? If you didn't do it once, why don't you shut the F up? And pretend, the media, they blame the media.
Dude, he is fucking, dude. Shut the F up. Chuck.
Brother, I've been on the air during the Iraq War. We've been around forever. Oldest internet show in history. And back then we were on radio.
The oldest internet show in history.
We were on the air and we were saying, Iraq didn't attack us. Iraq didn't attack us. And all the mainstream media was going, no, Dick Cheney says that they're in the general region from which the terrorists came. And 7 out of 10 Americans on the day we invaded Iraq thought that Saddam Hussein had attacked us. Why? Mainstream media. Mainstream media helped Republicans lie us into that war, 100%. And it's not like there weren't people like us screaming, they didn't attack us, you goddamn liars. They didn't attack us. And now they say, oh no, we called out Biden. We were really tough on him. Get the F, then show me. You can't show a single clip, can you? Okay, so Chuck Todd, sorry brother, sorry, but you're a giant liar. All you've ever done is cover up for politicians on the Republican and Democratic side. If they're a corporate establishment politician, you love them. You aided and abetted them your entire career. All right, so let's go back to Psaki. She says, well, I guess the books will have to tell us what happened. Jen, you were right there. What the hell you need a book for? You were literally his mouthpiece. You spoke for him. You need a book to tell you what happened? And this super convenient excuse of, oh, I left in 22. I left in 22. Biden was in great shape in 22, was he? But then to Sharon's point, why did you get the MSNBC gig? Oh, I'm an insider. I know the scoop from the Biden administration. Biggest insider there is. Now, all of a sudden, I don't know anything. A book will have to tell me. I'll have to read it, like a history book or something. I didn't know a single thing that happened in the Biden administration. So Jen, did you know everything or did you know nothing? Which one is it? If you know nothing, why is MSNBC still hiring you? Apparently you're the worst insider in the world.
MSNB?
You literally didn't know anything. So then take back the marketing campaign and your show, etc. God, these guys' lies are unbelievable.
Dude, he is crashing out hard, bro. This is like, I've only seen him crash out this hard a couple of times, bro. MSNB.
Unbelievable. And she's like, oh, we'll have to figure out what happened in retrospect. In retrospect, you were there day to day. You have to wait later to figure out that he couldn't finish sentences. Okay, you guys get it. The mainstream media lies almost as much as Donald Trump. That's why no one believes them when they call out Donald Trump.
Again, though, you ready? I do want to ask a question here. Cenk Uygur, if you're listening in the Progressive News Network, TYT Network, my question is, in May of 2025, when Donald Trump is pushing us towards authoritarianism in so many ways, crashing the economy, why the fuck are you devoting news coverage to Joe Biden's mental facility and the people in his realm that were doing the best they could to not have that derail him? Why is that your issue? Is that not understandable to you? If you're trying to get your candidate in, even if they're fucking struggling and you don't see a way out, you're trying to make some shit happen, everybody's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you know what I mean? And again, he kept showing up big in moments here and there. He would show up and there would be the old Joe, feisty and aggressive and shit. And I know you saw that. I know you saw the State of the Union, right? And that was deep in, right? That was in, the beginning of the election year. But the point though is like, why is this important now? How is this helping us combat fascism? Okay, it's not. How is this helping us hold Donald Trump to account? And could we not, if Joe Biden's mental facility was a problem and nobody acknowledging it was a huge deal, wouldn't the thing to do then now to focus on Trump's mental acuity and make sure that we don't repeat the same mistake? If you think this was such a huge error and this was such an unforgivable sin, should we not focus on the current fucking brain dead, whacked out president and maybe not repeat the shit? But I mean, what do you want to accomplish here? What are we litigating? Okay, Joe Biden was more fucked up than we thought. Okay, but a whole bunch of us chose to believe he wasn't. So what? Okay? We were wrong. Next. Like, what is your obsession with this? What do you think this gives you or doesn't give you, right? I mean, I get it. You want to portray the fucking Democratic Party as though they're like lying, sneaking, cover up, hiding, untrustworthy, corporate billionaire donors. Meanwhile, you're fucking bopping the knob of poly market taking billionaire right-wing Peter Thiel money, you fucking piece of shit, right? So we know that you have an agenda here and you're mad at the mainstream media because they fucking shit canned you, right? Because you just weren't that good. But I mean, other than that, like, what is your point is my thing. Like, what is your point? I don't see what the point is. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.